Hey guys, Paper Milkshake here, and I'm back with another video, and I'm really excited to show you guys today's projects. And it's another challenge with Alicia at Love Letter Generation. Now, you guys know that last year Alicia and I were basically putting these challenges on with each other. We'd come up with a theme or a project or a collection that we had to use, and we would make these projects and film what we shared. And when we upload the videos to YouTube and share the videos, it would be the first time we actually see the completed projects from each other. And it was always really fun to look forward to seeing like Alicia made. So it's March 2022, so we're now back into starting up our challenges again. And this first one to the year, just closing that door. I'm super excited about this one because I was quite stumped on what to make. So Alisha came up with this really brilliant idea to make sequins pouches, which, believe it or not guys, I've actually never done sequin pouches like this before. So we chose to use the Gather collection because Alisha mentioned to me like how much she loves Gather. She really likes the colors and the pattern paper and all the icons in Gather. And whilst I don't have like an abundance of Gather products, I did have a few chipboards left, so pretty much used up the rest of my chipboards for this project. And I do have some loose sheets of paper as well. So Alicia's idea was to make these clear shaker pouch covers using some pocket pages, and then the back of the pouches would be using the Gather using a Gather patterned paper. And I really like how they turned out. I didn't strictly use Gather for everything in terms of the decoration, just because I just have very limited supply, a variety of Gather, and I filled them up with goodies. And I also selected the sequins to match the pattern paper on the back. So I will show you each of these pouches that I made. They're not really a specific size per se. I kind of just like went with the size that I was happy with. And this one has this Create die cut, shadow die cut on the front, which was done using a Tim Holtz die. I really like it. And that beautiful music paper is also from Gather. So yeah, I decided to add a little Velcro dot, a pink Velcro dot for the closure. And it was just the perfect size for this project, these little dots. And so I'll take the contents out of the pouch so you can see what the pouch looks like on its own. It's so pretty. It's the shaky. What I really like about this project as well is my pen pal can take out the goodies, use, and do what they want with the goodies, and then they can reuse these pouch. And they're really cute on their own. Alicia, back when we were swapping a lot, Alicia would send me vinyl pouches that she made, or acetate pouches, and I adore them. Like, I keep all the pouches she gives me and turn them into storage pouches for my loose ephemera. So I have a pouch for my All Heart loose ephemera. I have a different pouch for my carousel ephemera, and yeah, I just really like receiving pouches in the mail from my pen pal. My pen pals, and the ones Alicia make are super cute. So for each of these pouches, I was a little bit sort of stuck on what to fill them in with, but I did in a previous video make these little frames from the Gather collection, and it was actually the video that prompted Alisha to go, oh my gosh, I love Gather, let's do a Gather challenge. And so I'll link below the video to these frame embellishments that I made. So in each of these pouches, I pop in one of them. I then use the alphabet cut apart from Gather to make little tiny pouches like this. It's like a little baby pouch. I thought that was a really cute idea. And then I just hand-picked some little sequins mixes to go in there as well. Most of these just have a nice mix of pink colored sequins, so my pen pal can just sprinkle them on their projects. Then comes the most time-consuming part. Believe it or not, these little banner Polaroid shaker things took a lot longer to make than these pouches. Yeah, I just find like I love the look of Polaroid shakers like these, especially double-sided ones, but they are super time consuming. Like the amount of like fiddling around with foam tape and picking a sequins mix and making sure that they, you know, all the foam tape are cut into strips that fit in here. It's just takes ages, but the effect is so pretty and so cool. And just to make it more difficult for myself, I decided to turn them into little banner flags, which I'm really glad I did. I think it just is a really cute little alternate embellishment to having just your plain Polaroid shakers. Now, I cheated a little bit here. I had this little leftover birdie from, I don't even know what collection that's from, but I know this button, for example, is from Carousel. So I did mix this one up a little bit, but it's really, really cute nevertheless. And yes, I should mention that this Polaroid is a Gather cut apart 12 by 12 cut apart sheet. Very pretty. Make sure you've got a scalpel when you're doing cut aparts with these Polaroids. So the next one is this one here. This paper is kind of like the other side of that ticket paper, and I just really like the simplicity of it. And yeah, these are again some of my leftover chipboards. This one's definitely Gather, but I'm not sure about these two. These were just sort of loose in my tray of like loose chipboards. Whoops. So this one's got a really pretty like pink mix at the front. I'm trying to just really shake that one up to try and spread those sequins out a bit. But the pink and the black and white just really pop. It's really, really pretty. And so I've done my own stitching. These are really, really easy to make, these pouches. And so there's the B side of the paper. So pretty. And I love the embellishments that I made in here. I need to like just put those sequins back in the pouch. So I've got, once again, the Gather frame embellishment here from my other video. And then I made that Polaroid cut apart. So pretty, right? The yellow and the pink. I made sure I added yellow and pink sequins to match that beautiful flower. They're really cute, these embellishments. They make excellent gift toppers as well. Or you can just add it to literally some plain cardstock and turn it into a card. And then I sewed some, I sewed this little mini pouch using some clear pink vinyl. And I'll just gather the sequins that fell out and pop it in because there's no closure to these mini pouches. I didn't really bother with a closure for these. But isn't that pretty? Like just the colors. The little mini pouch is so cute. And the three of them together, like really, really adorable. No, I'm wondering if those sequins are coming out of, no, I think they do come out of here. So just the color combination is super adorable. Tuck them back into the pouch where they belong. So that's the second one. And then I have this one, which probably turned out to be one of my favorites. And that's mainly because I really, really like this sheet music pattern paper from Gather. I think it's so pretty. The blue is like a powder blue and the white is like a vintage white, and it's just such a pretty paper. Really, really pretty. And this time I did kind of the opposite of this in terms of the die. I went with a pattern paper letter on a plain paper shadow, whereas this one is the other way around. And I chose a selection of gold, glitter, white and blue, 2 shades of blue sequins in this one. And I just love that guitar chipboard from Gather. And I really like the pattern paper, the marble pattern paper from Gather as well. And look how pretty the other side of this music note sheet music paper is. It's got this gorgeous yellow crosses. I just love that paper. Probably my favorite pattern paper of all time. There's the flag embellishment. Just take a moment to adore the colors. I love the colors. And it says happy little moments, hashtag love this. It's got pink, it's got yellow, it's got some shimmer. Just really, really pretty colors happening right there. So cute. They were time consuming, but as I said, they're really worth it. And this one says babe, I love that. You'll see this in my other video. And such a gorgeous little pouch in here. Very dainty, soft colors. And that's what's really nice about the Gather collection. There's some really pretty pastels and then some just sort of plain black and white patterns throughout the collection. So I do like Gather. It's really hard to buy Gather these days. There's not much left of it. Okay, and then I went a little bit off script and created a pouch using plain pink cardstock, but it is a pink that goes very well with Gather, and added the swan, the heart chipboard, the story once again, and some simple gemmies on it. And I just really like how the plain cardstock make the sequins front, shaker front really pop. Really, really pop. Like, look how pretty those sequins are. I just knew that when I put this mix together, I had to go with some very soft pastels with iridescent colors, and I had to add these black and white striped sequins. So love how this one turned out. And look at the pinks, and oh, it's just so pretty. Got the geese and the love. Really like how this frame turned out. Once again, I cheated. I'm pretty sure that typewriter is not a Gather typewriter. It might be from Marigold. I think it's Marigold. It says so happy together. I just love that chipboard. And because there's no gold elements in this, I thought I could use some iridescent star sequins in there. Oh, it's just so pretty. Super pretty how this one turned out. Let me swing. Love it. And then I actually made more pouches than I needed. So this one's just a little bundle of baby pouches, which I tied some beautiful Avril yarn around. Really like it. I really like this pouch. Again with the paper, the music note paper, because I loved it so much, I made a second one here. Very similar sequence mix to the one before. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. But I had actually run out of statements, so I had to grab one of these carousel ones that says celebrate today. But there is some of this mint color throughout Gather, so I thought this one was quite appropriate. And those two feathers are definitely from Gather. This one also has the beautiful pink vinyl pouch, and let me just show you how pretty that is. Like, look at the colors together, the pink and the clear shaker and the music note. Like, it's so pretty. And I love how this one turned out. Super cute. Probably my favorite frame out of all of them, with the gingham on the back. And now onto my least favorite. So I just didn't love how this one turned out. I think I made a pretty poor selection for colors. but I don't hate it. Like in the end, it kind of all pulled together quite okay. I'm just not sure how I feel about this color. I'm not a huge mint green person. I know a lot of crafters swear by pink and mint green, but I'm not huge on that sort of Tiffany blue green color. But it does work quite well with the pink vinyl, so I went with it anyway. And yeah, look, it's okay. It's okay. Lots of leftover chipboards reused again here, repurposed. And look, I don't hate it, but it's just not my favorite one that I made out of the 6. So then of course I had to choose pink and green colored sequins and some stars in there. I want to give that a really good shake just so you can see how nice these pouches look when the sequins are all spread out rather than like all gathered in one place. And the pouch on its own is actually quite pretty too. This one's got the frame that says "You are beautiful just the way you are." I have another little baby pouch. Like I just feel so meh about that. and then this one here, that beautiful like marbled, oh, what's happened there? Beautiful like marbled pattern paper from Gala, another really pretty one. And I couldn't help myself, had to add a little all heart, resin heart embellishment there. So pretty. Okay, so that was the last pouch. This is all of them. I hope you guys liked this project share and the pouches that I made. I will share some pretty photos on Instagram of close-ups of these pouches. I had so much fun on this challenge. I had to message Alisha when I was done with it to thank her for the idea, because yeah, I really enjoyed this project, and it was a great way to start off crafting for 2022. It wasn't a difficult project, it wasn't overwhelming, it was just fun and pretty and full of all the lovely things that make Maggie Holmes collection so good to play with. Thank you so much again, Alisha. Please go over to her channel and show her some love. I will provide the link below to her take on the pouch challenge, and I'm sure you guys are going to absolutely love her pouches. Her pouches are always so beautiful. Like, as I said before, it's one of my favorite things that Alisha makes. Her pouches are just divine. I love them so much. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye guys.